Welcome everyone, this is Alex Burke from the Salem Museum and Historical Society. And for this week's episode of Around Town, a historic video tour of Salem. We're here standing in front of the Academy Street School. And this historic schoolhouse can trace its history all the way back to 1890, when the building behind me was constructed for elementary age students. 5 years later, the second building was added in 1895 for the high school age students of Salem. It wouldn't take long for these two buildings to change though, because in 1901 there was a conjoining structure added to make the two schoolhouses into one. And this was about the same time indoor plumbing and a boiler was added, meaning that for nearly a decade the students and faculty of the Academy Street School did not have an indoor bathroom or heat in the winter. And I complain about high school, but the Academy Street School would continue to grow, and in 1908 an addition was added to add more classrooms for its students. But back in this time, school was a little different for non-college age students, because school usually lasted 7 or 8 months. The Academy Street School and Salem leadership wanted to give Salem students a longer, more richer education. So they kept the students enrolled for an extra month to have 9 solid months of education for their kids. But as Salem went into the 19-teens, at Academy Street School and the community began to grow, and the Academy Street School quickly became overcrowded, with 88 students enrolled in 1911. The school board, realizing they needed to make a new high school, started the construction of the Salem High School on Broad Street, a few blocks from here. And once it was completed in 1912, the high school students went there, and the Academy Street School turned into an elementary school. It stayed this way up until 1977, when the school finally closed. This is when the Salem Historical Society stepped in to help preserve and save this historic old schoolhouse. And today it is private housing for some of Salem's residents. That's going to conclude it, everyone, for this week's episode, though. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Alex Burke from the Salem Museum and Historical Society. I'll see you next time, Around Town.